A few days ago, Meta was announced, Facebook's new brand name. It immediately dominated the news cycle and popular culture. What you might also remember is that not that long ago we were talking about a lot of important Facebook leaks. Those headlines I'm showing you right now are just a small sample and they did not look good. It sure seems like an odd choice for Mark to be making this announcement, especially given that the conversation now is less about anyone being excited about the metaverse and more about shitposting about how Zuckerberg is a lizard person robot. So that's a huge PR failure, right? Or maybe it's a phenomenal success and this is all by design. Consider this, there's no reason for Zuckerberg himself to make this announcement. He could have delegated this task to someone else. In fact, you could argue that this could be a smart idea. If the intent of the branding is to create a new image for themselves, it seems counterproductive for Zuckerberg to announce it, as that invites us to think it's going to be same old, same old. The video even includes several jokes poking fun at his robotic personality, a joke about how he wanted the robot avatar.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
A self-depreciating joke about how he needs more sunscreen to serve.
Maybe later, I'm gonna need a lot more sunscreen now.
Which is a reference to this photo, and so on and so forth. They are clearly aware of this. Therefore, maybe it's all intentional. In which case, it's a marvelous PR maneuver to distract us from the news about all the inconvenient leaks and the true nature of Facebook. Now, don't get me wrong, are the memes funny? Of course they are. This sauce on this shelf, in this position, yeah, this looks as if you told an artificial intelligence to generate a human room. It's like that Rick and Morty joke about a simulation making human music.
Human music.
Don't feel bad about finding them funny. Humor is how we often cope with the ugly truths of the world. But let's not make it easy for Meta to succeed at this PR maneuver. Behind the funny haha meme of unfeeling reptile Mark Zuckerberg, there is the real Zuckerberg who, in my opinion, is the closest thing that reality has to a legitimate comic book supervillain. Why is that? 1. Don't let his weirdness blind you to the fact that he's a legitimate super genius. I find that a lot of people balk at describing him this way, but why? It's obviously true. Even in the context of Harvard, one of the most elite learning institutions in the world, he was noted as a prodigy. Now he leads a global megacorporation. He might have impaired social understanding, but this guy is smarter than me, smarter than you, and frankly, likely smarter than both of us put together. 2. He is someone who has absolute control over Facebook, now Meta, a global megacorporation. He is not merely CEO or the chairman, he retains 58% of voting rights. As far as Meta is concerned, his word is law, and no one can gainsay him. 3. Because of that, we can hold him responsible for Facebook's overall actions. He could demand for Facebook to behave better, but he didn't, which means he is someone who is perfectly willing to set humanity's collective mental health on fire in pursuit of profit. Someone who has no problem with enabling and encouraging our worst impulses if it gives him an ounce of power more. 4th, consider what we're talking about here. It's bad enough that many people think that Facebook and the internet are the same thing, and it's obvious that he wants to make Meta and the next generation of computing synonymous in that exact way. He aims to be Google and Apple and Facebook rolled into one when VR and AR takes off. And our reaction to that bit of news about his intent to conquer the world of technology is barbecue sauce memes. I think we should be quite a bit more worried. What is my overall message here? Let's not make this easy for them. Let's not forget who he is for such a cheap price. If Zuckerberg wants to distract us from who he truly is and how he behaved, or if he wants to buy public goodwill, let's make it cost more than a few self-depreciating jokes. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your attention.